Yeah, Mr. Panos, it was like this. I just completed my veterinary graduation actually, and thereafter I got selected in the campus by Sarabai Chemicals. But somehow, my father, being an army man, he always wanted me to do something a little more authoritative. So I'd applied for the Remount Veterinary Corps in the army itself, and there was also an opportunity waiting for me in the government service in Kerala. Uh, the government veterinary department. So what happened was, unfortunately or fortunately, the interview date came to be the same. So I had to make a choice between this and that. I saw myself as a person having some potential and could reach somewhere. Therefore, when I looked at the army, no doubt army was excellent and I would have loved, because I've come up in an army background, and the disciplined life is something which really attracted me very much. But unfortunately, those days, the director of the department, the services, RVC, was a brigadier. And naturally, that would have to be the top person in the department at that point of time. I mean, I thought that is restricting myself, because I saw that I could go much higher somewhere, and therefore I decided to opt for the government service in veterinary department, thinking I would be able to do something really useful. And I always had a passion for doing service, giving service, looking after people. Well, my first posting in the department was unfortunately not very motivating at all, because I was posted to a place called Attapadi. That's where you must have heard of Silent Valley.
Yes, yes.
So, the Silent Valley project, and I am talking about the year 1979. So things were not as developed. There was hardly anything, any possibility. There was very little that I could do, and the task assigned to me was to set up a farm, including land acquisition, which in government service takes a lot of time. Anyway, I joined, but the day I joined itself, I had decided to quit. So it took me about 6 7 months. That was when the corporation bank was just nationalized, and they were looking out for people from the field for increasing lending to agriculture and allied activities. So I applied for the job and I got it. That certainly was the turning point in life, and it was really very, very encouraging. I loved the job. As a junior, I mean, having been just nationalized, the style of functioning of the bank was something totally different. It was very conservative. They did more of gold loan banking and things like that than lending to the priority sector or the government schemes. People were afraid to give to the government schemes and all, because those days, were the times when we just came out with loans without security. And so, in the private sector, being very conservative, people never thought of loans without a security.
Yes, yes.
So my role there was to transform thinking of the people. So as a junior most person, I was talking to some of the very senior stalwarts in banking and converting them to dealing with poor people. We used to have a scheme called IRDP, Integrated Rural Development Projects, which was the block development officers were the, I mean, the focal officers, and they used to send applications to the banks, and banks had to lend for various activities, maybe dairying, maybe agriculture, without security.
Okay.
So that is where it all began.